All right, talk about today's tough loss to UCLA right down to the wire.
It was, and a young team that has to find consistency also has to have belief that they can play. And there was a 2 or 3 minute stretch there in the third period that they took the game up to 3 goals. That I had to call the timeout, remind them that we're a solid team. We're just finding consistency, and I couldn't be happier with how we played. I mean, it's one of those situations where the last minute 10, they got a perimeter kick out at the end of the shot clock, and then they get a 5-meter coming even. We didn't get a chance, and that's unfortunate. That's where a young team's got to realize at that point, with a minute left, you just don't want the opportunity that the referee's going to make a call for the other team. But I could not be happier with how we played.
What have you seen over the last 2 days in these 3 games that, your team's making a lot of really good strides?
We are, and I saw that the first game against your arch rival was a mental challenge. They decompressed from that, and they realized what the opportunities they had that they didn't take, and they took advantage of those against Colorado State. And then this was more of a, okay, now this is what we want to do to make UCLA work a little bit harder, and they adjusted well. And so it gives me a lot of faith that our consistency may happen sooner rather than later.
Talk a little bit about Kiki. She had 4 of the 8 goals today, and she's been on, a really good tear the last couple of games.
She has, and fundamentally, she has a little bit of a hitch in her release. Otherwise, I honestly think she could have had 8 goals today. That's how well she was playing. And then you have, Beth Williams, incredible goal there in the 4th, playing great as a freshman, playing in her 3rd game. Alex Adamson rebounding from the rocky start against Indiana to play very well against the 3rd-ranked team in the nation. So it's hard to understand for the fan that, wait, how can they play their best game against the 3rd team in the nation? Well, part of that is we got to get experience, we got to get consistency, and that shows that the ceiling for this team, they got to keep believing that they can get it done, and mainly because we're Michigan and we should expect to get it done.